All right. Guess we are actually live. We are two-manning this episode. Never been done on this podcast history at all. We don't know where Jigga is. Believe
Yeah,
Taladia is sick. So it's just gonna be a two-man podcast. There has been two-man podcasts, you know, from the past and shit like that. And my
yeah,
mic
fuck
is
it.
increasing for some reason. Don't know why. So I'm gonna lower this. Don't know why it's doing that shit. Okay. So we got a couple of topics to talk about. Do apologize. I promised an earlier episode. I know Nev's calling me out. I promise you I was here for a while. Uh,
Yeah,
but I've been here since 7:50, so you can't blame me. Blame someone else. Somebody else or who
it's not
else?
our
I don't
fault.
know. Not my fault. I know that for a fact. But we got a couple of topics to talk about. It's mostly going to be opinion-based topics and some small information. And I guess we're going to get into it. Have a good stream, fellas. I'm heading to bed. Blame Jigga. That's what Nev said.
Wow.
Damn. You know, I didn't say his name, but I don't know what happened. He
God damn
might
it.
come on during this episode, but who knows? So PlayStation's supposed to be at Tokyo Game Show, and we're probably going to get a lot of Japanese games announcements for them, JRPGs. In fact, hopefully we can see Tales of Arise, more of that for Tokyo Game Show. Most likely we will see that. Other than that, I don't know what first party studios will be shown. I highly doubt that. I do think there was an announcement that Death Stranding will definitely have a panel at the Tokyo Game Show. So shout out to Kojima, Church of Kojima, Kojima's life, Kojima's everything.
Stop it.
And I guess are you surprised, Red, about PlayStation being at the Tokyo Game Show, even though they weren't at E3 this year?
Mm, no, because I mean they're not at E3 because they're trying to. They already showed their hand for the rest of the generation. They don't want to start showing shit for next generation, way before it's even here. So that's why they're not. That's why they weren't there for E3 because they didn't want to show any of their big budget shit for next gen. But for Tokyo Game Show, I mean, there are not that many big budget Japanese games. They're probably more neat. Japanese games are more niche around the West, but I know they cater to that shit because Sony's a Japanese company, so they're gonna have. It makes sense to me for them to be there, but not at E3. Because if they were
Yeah,
just at E3, they would just show the same 4 games again. Fuck it, like nobody wants to
yeah,
see that shit again. So yeah,
exactly.
but
Definitely do see Death Stranding though. I think they did announce a panel for him, and he's always there every single time to talk more about Death Stranding and his
Kojima.
concepts and ideas and whatnot.
I want to see
So
full gameplay.
yeah,
It's fucking nasty.
probably Tokyo Game Show. No, it's probably just going to be like a lot of talking and stuff like that. Uh,
Hmm.
Actually, no, there was a trailer last time with the one of the bosses with the golden mask guy. So I
Golden Mask.
totally see, yeah, the golden mask dude, where like he like grabbed his mask, planted it into the ground, and like created a creature. And that was it.
What the hell?
Yeah, you didn't see that shit?
Put his mask into a ground and create a creature.
Yeah, like he slammed that mask right into the ground, like freaking like Rasengan it, like Naruto style, and just like a beast just came out, like a
Yeah,
lion ooze monster type of thing.
I don't think I saw that trailer. What the fuck?
Yeah, I had like a reaction for it, like last Tokyo Game Show. That's when we
Oh, that
found
was the
out about
Tokyo
the.
Game Show trailer? Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I definitely didn't see that then.
yeah. It was like they showed the English trailer, and Troy Baker was in it. So, yeah.
Hmm.
I guess we could move topics. Also, don't expect a super long podcast because it's just the two of us.
Yeah,
So we
this
might
shit.
get through these topics quick. But
Yeah.
this one might be a little bit longer. Gears 5 smoking controversy. We found out that Gears will not have smoking in the foreseeable future, or like no future at all. Because of Rod Ferguson, that's his ideals, and he never wanted smoking to begin with in Gears. He's always been against it, right? And now when he's like the studio head of Coalition, they're not going to have smoking. And like, to me, do I feel like that is a sort of like censorship? Yes, I do think so, because you had a character, like you had like one of the characters smoking or something like that, and then he said, "Do you know how he died?" And it wasn't actually due to smoking, and he like took his own life to not get taken by that disease. Read more about it. It was something like that. And he just killed himself. But that the whole thing for it is my whole thing is that it is a way to censor yourself, and it's to appease a certain group. But my whole issue is, like, if your game didn't have smoking to begin with, then like that's different. But now, like, I just don't understand. Like, I understand Rod's like own personal, I guess, story about smoking, and like that is understandable. That's like super sad. But then you got to also realize, like, when you have that thing already set in place, then you should, like, don't even like say about like that you're not gonna have smoking. You're gonna cause more negative, news coming at your team, which will not help sales. I don't think it's going to even drum up interest. It's more like, I'm definitely not going to get this game now.
So and he just brought that up by himself.
I don't know if it was an article or whatnot. I think he should have just been mum. But, Rod just wanted to talk more about it. Of course, then everyone started to hear about it, like us.
I feel like, I mean, it's his game. It's his studio. It's whatever he wants his vision to be. We can't force him to not create the game that he wants to be. People have creative freedom. But I guess it's censored. I guess it's like, it's what do you call it? Censor? Can't even speak. God damn it.
Like, it's like a little bit censored.
Yeah, censored. He's censoring his but he's censoring his own game though. So how is that necessarily censoring though? Like, I mean, it's his game. He's creating the product. Yeah. So how could it be censored if he's creating it? It's like a change. It's a change in direction.
I can agree, but like Gears had that set thing already, right? With these set stories of a character smoking, right? That's fine about Rod being against it and all, but then when he's saying things like, reason why is because I don't want to glorify smoking. Now we get into a slippery slope of saying, oh, so we're going that route now, that promotes smoking, because we in the gaming sphere, right, have been saying that playing violent video games does not glorify violence. It does not make us more of a violent person. Now we're going to say, if we have smoking in a video game, we are promoting smoking and all this other stuff, when we said video games does not promote violence. You know what I mean? If you go by his logic, then you're promoting violence, and you're promoting people to chainsaw people.
Yeah, I feel like his response or his interpretation of what he said is stupid, but he shouldn't have said what he said. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, what he said was like, it's stupid. He has a game about blowing other people's heads off, like blowing their bodies to smithereen. That doesn't promote violence, but promoting smoking, that's bad.
Yeah, because my thing is, it's like, by his logic, then I'd be choking like a freaking, like Christmas tree or a fucking chimney, right? I'll be like smoking like a chimney from like Metal Gear Solid,
Yeah.
like smoking because of Solid Snake and Big Boss. They, Solid Snake smokes cigarettes, Big Boss smokes cigars. Like, yeah, I would definitely be smoking like crazy. No, no, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't happen. And the same thing like with movies too. Like, you're not gonna have like people, smoking cigarettes and cigars because a person in a movie, did it.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, what he
Or,
said is stupid, but the reason can be just. I mean, if he doesn't want that in his game, he is the creative director. That is, or he is the studio head. That is his creation. He can do whatever he wants with it. You can't. I just feel like he should just not have said that.
I think
He should have just not have said that.
He shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah.
He should have explained himself. He shouldn't. Then it would have blown over. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Just been like nothing. Just the game comes out. This guy's not smoking anymore. They like he could have made it like the guy could have been like it could have been a story point like, oh, I'm not smoking anymore because it's bad for my health. Like,
yeah,
like you don't have to be like, yo, I don't want this because of this because it promotes this when like your game is all about violence. So you just make yourself look stupid.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right. I think we're done with that topic. All right. So Nintendo, of course, announced last week Nintendo Switch Lite. They have now, I think, in the Japanese retail, and shout out to Nebel, who, of course, covers the news regarding video game consoles and video game software. And he pointed out, of course, that there's a new Nintendo Switch. And this isn't the Switch Lite. This is a actual just regular Switch, and it's supposed to have a better battery life. Instead of like the 2.5 to 4 battery life, it's going to be 4.5 to 8 or something like that hours. Which for me, this is what we have to say, because Nebo even pointed out saying this kind of correlates to what Bowser said. I still can't get over his name, Bowser.
How the fuck did they get a man named Bowser to actually fucking? Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's crazy. I'm just like, this man's going to be stealing a lot of people, princesses. But it's going to have a better battery. And my thing is, I feel very conflicted because this is just a step up for battery, and it's not a Pro. It's not an X. It's not going to improve the graphical fidelity of the games. And it's going to be the same price of the original Switch. Right, like currently.
So it's just a revision then? Just a revision.
It's just a better battery.
I feel like, God damn it, why couldn't why couldn't they just release with that Switch? What the fuck? The fucking battery, it sucks.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. The thing does not last long. That's depends on the type of game. Zelda is definitely 2 hours or 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
that shit does not last long. So probably if we go by this new battery, it's probably gonna be 4.5 hours or something like that. Big step up, of course, but nonetheless, still not that good.
Rest in peace, the Switch Pro.
Yeah, it's not a Pro. I don't even know if they'll make a Pro.
I mean, I feel like it's inevitable, but not anytime soon. Well, no, let me scratch that, because they like to make revisions all the time. Maybe in 2021. Maybe no. Well,
yeah, probably 2021. So they definitely want to milk you out with these revisions, I feel, because everyone's going to be buying this. And what I mean by buying, not the casuals. I don't think casuals will buy this, because they're not going to even know. It's the same price. I'm like, what's the difference?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be the people that are like
the hardcore Switch people that want better battery life.
Yeah. But the Switch gang don't like to talk about it having bad battery, they're like, yo, it's fine.
No,
But
no,
they'll definitely come out.
yeah.
They'll definitely come out and be like, yo, I need to get the new one with the better battery though.
I have always been day one. Like I thought the battery's ass on the Switch. It's always
Yeah.
been ass, unless you play like an indie game, and that'll of course last longer. But if you
Yeah,
play
'cause
a
it's
high
new.
intensive game like Zelda or Mario or Smash Brothers, that shit does not last long,
Yeah.
and it's kind of pitiful to me. But well, I get it. I don't know. Like I want better battery, of course.
My
And
question is, why don't they just
yeah.
how can I say that? Well, they fucking created the Switch Lite when they didn't even need to. They could have just made a they could have made a Switch be bought separately
Yeah,
and not have the dock. Why does the Switch Lite exist?
I think it's because it's, like the Switch Lite's probably more durable. Like think of it like the 2DS, right? Like 2DS looked like a damn door stopper, but that shit looked like that shit was more durable.
Yeah, because I didn't have to deal with the hinge or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it's
Well,
not
like,
even a Switch. And then they're releasing this better battery life shit.
yep, same price.
Same fucking price.
So I might trade in my old Switch. I don't know. It's just like I don't know if it's worth it. I honestly don't know if it's worth it. It's like it's up to you as a consumer. If you want better battery life, then go for it. If that's not what you want, then just wait for a Pro. If a Pro or an X version of a Switch, if that's gonna ever come out.
Yeah. Me, I don't care about I don't care about portability.
Yeah.
So my Switch usually just stays in the dock. So
Yeah, then that tells us
irrelevant to
that
me.
that's not for you. So you get to save money. For me, it's like if I'm going out, traveling, that better battery will help me out.
Yeah.
And all that.
It'd definitely be useful. It's just like I don't know. Small fucking revisions.
Yeah.
Same price tag. And then like this is an excuse to just not lower the price on the Switch.
Yeah.
They're just never gonna lower that price on the console. Well, it's the new version, bro. It's new. See? It's new.
Mm-hmm.
$300.
$300. I forgot. Yeah, it wasn't. What was the price when the Switch debuted? Was it 300 or was it 350?
No, 300.
Okay. Price was probably like 320, 330 or some shit like that. But yeah, that's it for like the new Switch. Better battery should be like Switch Plus or something. Switch or just call Switch battery.
I wonder if they changed or fixed. Actually, no. They fixed the hardware problem where it caused people to hack. They fixed that with the newer revisions. So never mind.
Yeah,
that's not what they do. That.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next topic has to be about Xbox slander. No, I'm just kidding. It's not really. Well, it's kind of Xbox slander. Who knows? It's an opinion topic, right? So I saw this discussed on the PSP Discord, and it's a question to the viewers as well, and to me and Red. And this is regarding Gears and Halo. Should Gears in Halo be put on ice?
Yes.
What I mean by ice, put in the back burner, for a couple of years and then come back. And I guess I'll go first. And I said this, right? I definitely think it needs to. And what I mean by that is we check the metrics of the analytical data of the audience showing interest in those games. It's been getting lower and lower when we look at the E3 data, we look at the YouTube views, and Gears is getting low and low. Halo will still like have like the million views and 2 million, but it's not at the peak like it once was. Gears is not even hitting that mill. It's struggling to, and
Yeah.
it's not helping matters that Microsoft is not promoting Gears. Only thing I see in promoting is like Twitter. I haven't seen ads at all on this game, and I do think it's running its course, right? Because Microsoft's heavily relying on these franchises that they've been doing through the 360 generation, and that's just even talking strictly about Gears. Halo's been since the original Xbox.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they're not even yearly franchises, but because of how many
People are
titles
tired
there
of them.
are with it, and them not changing the formula up, right? Whereas Metal Gear Solid, people don't complain about Metal Gear Solid, is because the formula gets changed up a lot. Nobody complains about Mario. Well, there'll be some people that complain about Mario, because Mario changes that formula up and changes the genre, like Mario Party, Super Smash Brothers. Even though it's not a Mario game, but
I
it has a
mean,
Mario character.
they still they milking the fuck out of that shit too, though.
Oh yeah, it has an IP.
I mean, it has 10 Mario parties. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, of course that. But of like, you know what I mean by that, like Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Galaxy, like those are very like vastly different games. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah, different. Yeah.
Like they changed the formula up, and the reason why, like, I think consumers buy Mario and Zelda continuously is because they don't stick with the same gameplay. You know what I mean? Now, for you, you feel like it's a tired franchise because of how many games there are. But we got, like, I'm gonna be real, and even though I feel the same, just objectively speaking, they do change shit up. And
Yeah,
be completely honest on that.
they change shit up. I'll say that they change shit up.
Yeah. Whereas like Gears and Halo doesn't.
But like but Mario and Zelda are much fucking older franchises.
That's true.
So it's like
you can make the argument it's an older franchise, but like,
and I'll say this. Mario and Zelda, like Mario changes it up. But Mario changed it up like years ago.
mhm.
And now it's just fucking it's relying on its sequels. To be honest now.
Well,
Besides like Odyssey, like they always pull out some type of 3D Mario. Or a different or slightly different 3D Mario. That's fine or whatever. But like the core of the games like new Super Mario Brothers, like it's just another 2D Mario. Mario Party, just another Mario Party.
Well,
Mario
I agree with that. Mario Kart doesn't change it up, but I guess when I was talking about, it's like keeping that variety, right? And like Luigi's Mansion, right? That's completely different. Like when they change that up.
Yeah.
When they're creating different things with those IPs.
Yeah.
And I gotta commend like for Nintendo for taking risks and stuff like that. Granted, I wish they would, improve on their storytelling.
It's definitely time. It's definitely time for Gears and Halo to switch it up in their franchises, because I know if I feel like if they did, people would. Well, okay, the Gears purists or the Halo purists may not like the changes, but I feel like it would be, depending on how they do it, it could be refreshing and good. It would be a good change for the franchises. I feel like it's their time. It's their time and age that they should be definitely rejuvenated. But but I agree they need to just have a hiatus on them. They need a hiatus on them, because especially since they've acquired so many studios and shit. Let them handle the next like 3 years. Let them handle the next 3-4 years, 3.5 years.
I say 6 years. I don't even think 3, because it takes 3 years in development, usually minimum. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Well, 4 years. 4 years. I'll say 4
4?
years.
I say
Like
6.
bring out a new bring out a new Gears at the end of the Xbox 2's generation.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Something like
I'll
that.
say something like that, yeah.
That's why I say like 6 years. I think is better. Then you got people more interested. It's like, oh shit, Gears is returning. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, like what I've said about. I'll even say this about Sony, PlayStation, Uncharted. This mysterious studio is supposedly is a rumor that they're working on another Uncharted game. This new studio, and I think that's not a good idea.
Nope, I don't think so.
I think this is what I think for them that they should put Uncharted on ice for like 6 years, right? And then be like, boom, here we go. Here's another Uncharted, Uncharted 5, or reboot it with, Nathan Drake's daughter, right? And then people get hyped for that, and then there's interest. But that's like how I feel like in general with when your franchise has been waning that you need to put on ice.
I feel like they should do that. But also, I know it's like a stigma for like Microsoft, or like a known stigma for them to like not have a plan for the next year of like games. Like they don't have like a what do you call it? Like a roadmap of all their games
Oh
in
no,
the
they
next
don't.
year. Like I know Sony does that, and but because Sony has so many different franchises under their belt, you can stay interested in multiple different franchises.
And they add
But
new IPs.
considering like, Halo, like Xbox doesn't have that many like big franchises. I feel like because they have so many studios now, I feel like they need to definitely put a roadmap out for like the studios that they've acquired. Like next year's E3, they need to fucking hit it out the park. Like this year we have shit coming, and then next year after that we might have shit coming. But I want them to not talk about Halo or Gears that entire time. They need to literally do what they're doing now, just for Halo, Gears, and Forza, to be honest, because Forza I feel like needs to take a break. So they need to just not talk about them, but talk about their newer talk about their new IPs, their new franchises that they're going to create with the new studios instead. So so instead of like hearing like rumors about a new Gears and be like, oh shit, here comes another Gears, like we'll be refreshed in 5 years or whatever. We'll feel actually refreshed, like, oh, they're bringing back this franchise. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You
know. Agreed. Definitely think I will say this also. When I mean on a franchise on ice, because people will be like, "What about Dead Space 3 and Mass Effect?" I don't think those franchises should have been on ice or are on ice. Like those were different circumstances. Those were because of
being an asshole,
being dumb, and they were like, "Oh, the reason why our game didn't sell well is because people lost interest." Oh no, it's because of your decisions that you made in Mass Effect Andromeda, as well as Dead Space 3, telling them it had to be a co-op instead of an actual true single player survival game.
Yep.
In those instances, those games should still have a sequel because it's just that they messed up.
Yeah. It should like when you keep games so far, like when games don't have like a sequel for so long, like say like Splinter Cell, people have been looking for a new Splinter Cell for fucking years now. Yeah. I know it's been rumored. I don't think Ubisoft is working on it.
Oh, like supposedly Jason Schreier says it's an internal joke about Splinter Cell being in development. It hasn't actually been started development at all. So
I don't think they're doing development, but people just want another Splinter Cell because like they love that franchise and they miss it. Even though the last outing of Splinter Cell, I don't think was received that very well. So it's like if you keep your fan base wanting, they're gonna if you're gonna keep if you keep your fan base wanting, eventually they're gonna appreciate a new a new what you call in the series, a new what you call in the series. I can't think of the word, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn it, I can't think.
Yeah, but we understand. So I guess that is done with that question. And we got another opinion topic is regarding Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. And that is me dusting off my Switch. Unless the game somehow, like, it's just terrible, right? If the game's terrible, then I'm definitely not going to get it. The game's like a freaking 50 on Metacritic, right?
It could be a fun
there'd
50, dog. Come on, dog.
I don't know about
Marvel
that,
Ultimate
man.
Alliance, bro.
Dude, I'm hyped for Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Some people aren't. For me, I am. Dude, I get to play as Venom, Ghost Rider, Daredevil. Shoot, who else would I want to pick? Actually, we want to do that real quick. We're not going to talk about the prediction for the score, but I think it's 4 people, right, or is it 5 that you have for your team? That's what I'm trying to figure out. But if we're going by 4, I would say Daredevil is definitely 1. Venom would be definitely 2. 3 would be Spider-Man. 4 would probably be Moon Knight.
You're talking about the
Moon
people
Knight's not
from.
here, but if Moon Knight's not there, I would have to switch it out for. Trying to think. Probably either Wolverine or Magneto. Yeah, one of them. What about you?
Oh shit! Hold on. Whoops! Accidentally fucking. Never mind. I haven't even thought about like the team setup. Usually I just like mess around with teams and see who has the best combos or like the best combo supers or whatever. But if I were just saying my favorites to play as or my favorite characters, I'd probably be Spider-Man, Wolverine, Captain America, and Cyclops. Cause I'm thinking about like the old X-Men Legends game, and I'm like, I like the combination of skills that they or the combinations that they did. I don't really like Cyclops, but his combos are pretty good back in this game.
All right. So I guess now we can go to Metacritic score predictions. I'm not going to give an exact figure. I never really do. I just give an estimate. I think it's going to be either 75 to an 80, around that range for Metacritic score. What about you, Red?
Let's say like a 70, 75. Well, not 70, but yeah, 70, 75 range probably.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna score that high. It's not that. I don't know. It's a niche franchise, and I don't think
it's niche.
I don't think the story is gonna be that amazing.
I don't even know what the story is. It's like Thanos is getting the Infinity Stone, so we're gonna have to see about story wise. The people, Team Ninja. Wait, is it Team Ninja? Is working on this, or the people that make Ninja Gaiden, right? Let me look it up. And who is making Ultimate Alliance? Jeez, they don't even tell you. Oh, Team Ninja, I was right. So, oh yeah, no, dude, Ultron's supposed to be in it too. Shoot,
Ultron?
Yep. Well, you don't get to play as him; you get to face him.
No.
You get to. I'm pretty sure in the first game, you face Ultron. So, yeah, it's gonna be pretty dope. It's very much more comic accurate, I feel, than
Nice.
than the past two. I felt like the past two were very more realistic,
They were.
and this one's very more comic book. I would say.
I would like, or not. I would like. I hope that the frame rate's gonna be good.
From what I've seen, the frame rate seems stable for this.
I know those. Those combos can go fucking crazy. They can get crazy.
Yeah. It seems like Ultron also has like, from what I'm seeing from gameplay, was like different phases and shit like that. It's actually like good gameplay, I feel. So gonna be fun, looks like. Yeah, and then you have like an ultimate attack for all your guys. Yeah, this is gonna be dope. And characters level up too, so I'm wondering if they're gonna bring back skill trees and whatnot. We'll see. Mm-hmm. Oh shoot, Ultron has a cape. Oh man, very comic booky.
Got a cape. Gotta have the cape.
All right, so I guess we're gonna talk about PSVR 2.
Wait, what?
PSVR 2 for PlayStation 5. Kind of either it's a rumor at this point, and it's gotten either leaked or whatnot. So take this with a grain of salt, because we don't know if this is true. We don't know if this is real. But I'm going to pull up the tweet so I don't make some mistakes from hearing about this. So give me a quick second, because someone posted it on the Discord, I believe. And these are a gosh dang a lot of messages on this Discord. People like to talk.
I hope.
I think I found. Nope, that was the wrong one. Oh, here we go. I pulled up tweet. So this is the rumor. It's going to be wired. Not wired. Sorry, PSVR 2 rumor. Wireless. So it's going to be wireless.
Ooh.
Eye and head tracking. Okay. It's going to have 5 hours of battery life. And the resolution is going to be 2560 by 1440p resolution, so 1440p. 120 hertz refresh rate, and a 220 degree field of view. And the price tag is going to be $249.99. So, yeah.
Wait, what was the price again?
$249.99, so $250.
$250?
Yeah, seems pretty cheap.
Wait, didn't the current one start out at $400?
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know. So we'll take this with a grain of salt. Maybe it got cheaper or whatnot with parts and shit like that. I don't know. And maybe they're not including, the controllers or the camera. But 250, or it could be even more. Who knows? This is all rumors, speculation at this point, / potentially a leak. Who knows? But if we're going by that, it seems pretty good. And it seems going to be, by the price tag, affordable. Don't know if this is true or not. But by this, sounds enticing if you're a VR fan. And it seems like that Sony is still going to support VR in the future. Yeah, unlike certain companies like Microsoft and Nintendo.
Yeah, that sounds like the dream deal, to be honest.
Oh yeah,
1440p each eye, 120 hertz, 120 FPS refresh rate. 250 for the actual price and wireless. That sounds ridiculous. Like what? That sounds like a great deal.
It does. And we got also wait. It might
sounds
also
too good to be true.
No, I just realized. Maybe also there is. Remember that rumor about supposedly there's going to be VR tech inside the PlayStation 5, like a VR brick in there or something like that.
Like
maybe that something like that. I don't know. I would have to read on it. Again, it's been a while. Maybe that is what made it cheaper.
Yeah, because I can understand.
Because remember, they were going to say that the PlayStation might be a little bit more expensive, because of that VR tech inside the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, because that makes sense. Because
I think this rumor / leak about that was like a year ago, right? And no one really thought much of it, but now it might make more sense as to why this is cheaper. Maybe PlayStation 5 won't actually be $500 because of the VR tech.
at this point, it's about to be like $800 because of the goddamn tariffs. But
Oh man,
$500, shit, it may be, dog.
I might dip into VR. I don't know.
It depends. I need to see. I need to see the games. I'm a firm believer that until I get quality content, quality software, I'm not gonna buy the hardware. I'm not gonna spend $400 on a PSVR to just play some like slightly immersive game. Like, like for me, I want the graphics to be up to par. But obviously, the PS4 is not strong enough to handle that. So we will see what the PS5 can do. But then again, it's like, I'm sorry. But then again, it's like the Oculus Rift already exists, and I mean, how much software how much software is on the PC?
I don't even think there's much VR for Oculus Rift. For what I feel like PSVR is like it's more affordable and cheaper, right? And I think like there's more games being made for the PlayStation VR than Oculus.
Yeah, I would say because it's a cheaper buy-in.
Yeah.
It's the cheapest, like main cheap.
So like developers will choose either PC or PlayStation, or they'll do the time thing where it's going to be on PSVR first and then go to the Oculus later. You know?
Yeah. Wasn't that how like Resident Evil 7 was? Resident Evil 7 was first PSVR exclusive.
Yeah,
right?
And I think Arkham as well. That Arkham VR game.
They got the deals.
Yep. Plus, it's like for them, there's more of a fan base on those, systems than the Oculus, because Oculus is too damn expensive, and there's a bunch of wires too for that headset. So it seems like Sony's gonna beat Oculus to the punch for PSVR 2 if the rumor / leak is true. So
yeah, I believe so. Oculus needs to rethink their game.
And I think I wanted to talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake because I was remembering something about the Wall Street Report or something, the Wall Street Journal report, right? And the reason why I'm bringing that up, and I feel like a lot of people forgot to mention, that this could potentially be a possibility. And we slightly talked about this, right? About Final Fantasy VII Remake potentially being an exclusive to PlayStation or timed exclusive. And people, like for me, I was thinking, oh, it's probably going to be timed, go to PC. Don't think it's going to Xbox. And now I'm thinking, but that Wall Street Journal, which Wall Street Journal is very reputable, right? And they like broke the news that Sony is, trying to, go hard for the hardcore gamer and create more first-party content and acquire more studios and acquire third-party exclusives. Key point, third-party exclusives, right?
Yeah.
We don't know what the deal was. Potentially, Sony may have helped development cycle for Final Fantasy VII Remake. And people bring up the stickers and saying, well, this also happened to Yakuza 0 and another game, I think. And I was like, well, that is a good point, but then we also have to remember that Sony stopped doing that with certain games. Yakuza doesn't have the only on PlayStation logo anymore after 0, I think, or Kiwami. Because Yakuza Kiwami 2 does not have that logo at all. Only on PlayStation. But it has it with Final Fantasy VII Remake, right?
I'll say, I think, see, Did they just say completely no that it's not going to have it, or it's not going to be going to any other
no
platform?
plans on any platforms, on other platforms. It's not saying no plans yet. It's like no plans on any other platform.
No plans. Okay. I was thinking about like the way Neo, the way the
That's
devs
what
at Neo and
I was
shit.
saying. That I think it could potentially go to PC. I just don't feel like it's coming to Xbox. I got that gut feeling.
I mean, people wouldn't even buy it on Xbox.
That's what I'm
I ain't gonna
saying.
hold you.
Man, dude, people were getting salty about me tweeting that. And I was like, listen,
I mean,
I got these like Japanese games. And they're like, and then they try to come at
yeah,
me and say, well, it drops on PlayStation as well on the NPD. And I'm like, no, it does not. Who are you listening to? Because Kingdom Hearts was like on top of like NPDs for like, a month, right? So like, what
yeah,
are you
that's
talking
definitely
about
probably just
PlayStation?
PlayStation.
And
If you
Xbox,
want,
it wasn't like that at all. It just
if you want a Japanese game, you go to PlayStation. Like that's just
PlayStation
how
or
it is.
PC.
That's
Either
just
one of
fucking how it
those.
is. If like there's no market for Japanese games on Xbox. The market is like 3 people. Like how many people bought Nier on Xbox? How many?
They didn't even announce the sales for that game.
Like what the fuck?
They announced the sales for PlayStation several times, and the total sales.
Yeah, they never said
Nothing
how
on
much sold
Xbox. Xbox sold 1 million copies. It didn't say that. Congratulations, something like that. Usually
Yeah,
they won't.
motherfuckers don't care about Japanese games on Xbox. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Sad but true. So it's like, I mean, yeah, it couldn't come. It could not come.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very possible. But I think it's gonna come at least to PC though.
Yeah, I do think like we gotta like remember that like to people like because I thought about that and no one mentioned that in videos or anything like that about Sony, trying to get third party exclusives.
Yeah.
It could be a situation like
from
Street
Epic
Fighter
Games.
5. Remember Street Fighter 5? It's just only on PC and PlayStation.
Yeah. Yeah, they might catch a bag from Epic Games and be like, because they said they have no plans, but like they didn't say no plans doesn't mean like never.
Yeah.
Because like if Epic Games came with the bag, I think they would be like, all right, yeah, fuck it. I think they would be like, yeah.
It depends on like if Sony dropped them a bag. I feel like Sony did.
I feel like they dropped them a bag for a year exclusivity, dog.
I don't know, dude. From hearing about this Wall Street Journal thing and people not talking about it, I feel like it could be true about them trying to lock up third-party exclusives. You know what I mean? But I do think it's also coming with like, it's coming to PC on a later date, like maybe a year or two later.
That's not locking it up completely to me. That's
that's
just keeping it away. That's playing hot potato, or that's playing keep away with Xbox. That's all that is.
Yeah, I think that might be in their mindset though, when they're trying to say lock up third-party exclusives.
Yeah,
I think it's different for them than it is for us when we talk about exclusives. We think just one platform.
True.
So, but yeah, I guess we're gonna go into the entertainment side of things. Spider-Man is around at 800 and something million. I don't know if 860 million in the box office. Yeah. It seems like it's going to be the first Spider-Man movie to make $1 billion.
It's the MCU goodness, man. You on the MCU side, you just make $1 billion.
Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah, it's great. I don't know what else to say regarding that. I definitely think it'll make $1 billion. I definitely think it'll make more money than Captain Marvel.
I would hope so.
Yeah,
I would actually hope so.
Oh man, the movie was trash.
If it didn't, that would be incredibly insane.
Yeah,
because like, Spider-Man is way more popular, though.
I have reasons why Captain Marvel made the money it did, and I've said it's because Endgame. No, not Endgame. Infinity War post-credit scene.
Yeah,
and people were thinking that they had to watch Captain Marvel to be in the know for Endgame when they did not have to watch that movie.
Maybe.
Yeah, but it's great for Sony and MCU fans alike.
Yeah.
So I guess we could talk about Game of Thrones. Oh, well, there's going to be 2 Game of Thrones topic. The last one will be last, though. Game of Thrones has had several Emmy nominations for Kit Harington for a lead outstanding role in like drama or something like that. And this is my thing. I think Kit Harington is an amazing actor. I think he's very, very talented actor. But this is my gripe with this award. Is his character didn't allow him to give him the range that was needed and didn't let him explore his character as an actor. All he said, and all I remember was, "You're my queen. I don't want it." That's it. That's all. That's all I remember from from Game of Thrones for Jon Snow. Like, I don't want it. You're my queen. I don't want. It's like on repeat, man. Might make a fucking remix with that shit too. But yeah, it's a blunder, and them having for a nomination for like best drama series, like I'm like, oh my goodness, are you shitting me, dude? It was a shitstorm on Twitter, and I was laughing my ass off. It's like, really, this shit season, fucking somehow gets a nomination? Like, are you insane? Like, I guess they are. Like, dude, I feel like the Emmy might be paid off by HBO. Who knows, man? I'm just saying, because that season was like trash, like fucking, like the writing was atrocious, and like I feel bad for the actors and actresses on that show to try and defend it. And when you have actors also and actresses saying that their character needed a better ending to make it make sense.
Yeah, usually actors be like they be fine with the outcome.
And,
unless they truly didn't care about the franchise or movie that they're in. Unless
yeah. And the same thing with like Amelia, I think she's a talented actress. She got nominated for, lead female actress, And, shout out to them, but to me this award, just like these nominations, like definitely Game of Thrones is still going to win, because it's just like Emmy is now just a popularity contest. It's like MTV Awards, essentially. And
probably,
yes, I'm slandering Emmys now, because now it's just a popularity contest and not about the quality of a show, the writing of a show, is cinematography, direction, soundtrack. Granted, the only good thing about Game of Thrones was, of course, its soundtrack. Phenomenal. I do want to give a shout out to my man. Give me a second, because I don't want to butcher his name.
You're gonna butcher it.
Ramin.
Ramin.
It's Ramin. Raymond? No, it's not Raymond. Ramin.
Raymond?
Dejawid?
You're wrong. I don't know.
Dejawid.
Yeah, you already butchered it, dog.
Listen, that man definitely needs to win an Emmy for the soundtrack he made. Best thing about that show. And Meds is like, I thought it was the best season out of all 8. And I'm going to be like, Meds, I know that's bait. I'm not taking it. I'm not going to go on the tangent as to why season 8 was trash. All I can tell you is look at the character development and how it just did not make sense in season 8. And also the writing. And like there's like less dialogue too. Out of like season 8 is like the least amount of dialogue. So kind of shows. But yeah. Got anything else to say, Red, about this topic?
Popularity contest. That's
Mm-hmm.
about it. I don't watch Game of Thrones. I don't watch award shows besides like the VGAs, to be honest.
Yeah.
I used to watch award shows, but I stopped caring. I was like, popularity contest.
So Akira, being directed by Taika Waititi, right? Director of Thor Ragnarok, which this is a movie being developed by WB, is being put on hold because there's trouble making the movie in terms of, I think, writing. And on the downside, WB is hoping that Waititi will come back after his next movie, which is, of course, going to be Thor 4. He directed Thor Ragnarok, so Thor 4 is definitely going to be a thing. And, of course, Thor slash Chris Hemsworth is going to be the first actor in the MCU to receive a fourth film, solo film. So that's very interesting. I thought he was just going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy. I guess I was wrong. So yeah, we're going to see Thor in the next movie. I don't know what they're going to do, to be completely honest.
Thor with the dad bod, bruh.
Nah, they got to get the man back. Maybe it'll be like 2 or 3 years later.
I like that, what they're doing.
That was like a dad's bod, dude. That's way... I didn't think that. But you could tell, dude, that man was still ripped. Like, they tried to make him fat.
Yeah.
Like, you could see in his bicep, like, that shit was like, gosh dang, dude. Like,
hey, man, he hit the beers, but I mean, his arms are still fucking cannons, bro.
Yeah, because it's like, well,
yeah.
The thing is, you can still see the abs on the freaking belly, though.
I mean, it's not fully unseen, bro. He can still flex it.
It's just
he holds his breath.
My man.
He can still flex it if he holds his breath, bro.
It's just like the prosthetics. It's like they try to make him as fat as possible and shit like that. It's just hard. It's just like, yo, Chris, you need to like
actually become fat, dog.
Become fat.
Actually become fat.
But he's just like, nah, dude. Like, because it was filming back to back, so that would be tough to, become, fat in less than like a couple days. You know what I mean?
Yo, we need you to hit up the Twinkies, bro.
Yeah, like, dude, he wouldn't even get fat with
Twinkies and beer.
Like, in like couple days, that'd be impossible. He's still like be too big in terms of muscle mass.
Yeah. Like it.
All right. We got another topic. It's regarding Jason. Oh wait, I forgot to say about the Akira movie because we didn't talk about it. It's like even Thor. Well, what do you think about Thor 4? Are we down for it?
Yeah.
What villain would you say will be the next villain?
It's probably gonna. Oh, I have no idea.
I would say
it's probably gonna be better than the first two, but I don't know if it's gonna be better than 3.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends. I don't know. I think it's probably gonna be entertaining. I didn't know he was gonna go 4th movie. I thought he would just be Guardians of the Galaxy buddy.
That's what I thought, but guess not. I don't even know if he'll be in the 3rd Guardians movie.
No, they said he would. Well, I mean,
no, they didn't. Like they said maybe.
I mean, he's on the ship now. He better be.
Oh, my thing is, like, the MCU's done this shit in the past, right? Like, think of it like Peter Parker and, in Homecoming, Aunt May, saw his identity. And I'm not going to say anything, but that doesn't even play out. You know what I mean? Not going to spoilers, but there wasn't no big ramification about her finding out. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is that they could just, blow it over, or they didn't do anything with the two members of the Sinister Six, Vulture or Scorpion. Nothing happened with them, and that was a post-credit scene.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They could just say like, he just went and did something else after that.
They forgot, dog. It's okay. I don't know.
So, but what about Akira? What do you think about that? That being put on hold for Taika not direct, like, just saying like, there's problems right now, or do you think that he was just like, dude, I'm just gonna say there's some problems, and then I'm gonna work on Thor again?
Who?
Who?
What's Akira?
Akira. Oh man. Am I hearing slander here? One of the best movies of all time.
Who?
Oh my gosh.
I honestly don't know what that is. Hold on.
Are you serious? I honestly thought you were
I'm
joking.
thinking now. I don't know. I don't know what Akira is.
Oh my gosh. Do you know how to spell Akira?
Spell it how it sounds. Yeah. Akira
It came out in
Production.
1988.
I ain't watching no movie from 1988.
It's an anime movie, man. Are you uncultured?
Nigga, it came out in 1988. What the fuck?
Oh my.
No one has ever told me about this weird ass movie, bro.
What?
It's not my fault.
Oh my gosh. This is
Yo,
insane.
I grew up watching cartoon anime cartoons. Cartoons that I thought were just cartoons, but were anime. I never saw this shit.
You never seen this movie.
No.
You need to see it. Like,
That bitch
after
wasn't
this
on
podcast.
Toonami, bro. What do you want from me?
Dude, I swear it was like on like cartoon. Like I swear it. Like
Yeah, it
what
was.
are the channels?
It wasn't on Toonami, bro. I don't know what you want from me, bro.
Oh my word, dude! You've seen Spirited Away, right?
Who?
Oh my gosh, Spirited Away.
Yo, I don't know what in the world you are talking about.
Spirited Away. Oh my, dude, that show's
Spirit
on
Away.
Cartoon Network. That movie's definitely on Cartoon Network.
I've seen like a trailer of this, but I never saw it. I'm
What?
like, this shit looks weird.
Oh my god!
I looked at it and I'm like, this shit looks weird, and I didn't see it. What do you want from me? No one talks about these movies. No one talks about these movies anymore. If
Yes,
they did, I would go and watch them.
Oh,
no one does. When I ask for good anime, no one has ever said Spirited Away. Ever.
You didn't say good anime movie. If you say good anime movie, I would
anime. It's not my fault. They didn't also include movies, bro.
Because the way you say like good anime, people think, oh, you mean like a
Med shut
TV show. You know, like Spirited Away.
Yeah, there's a lot of animes up here
what about
that comes up.
Mononoke?
Nope. All these animes that show up where it says Spirit Away, I have not seen these shits.
Oh my! You need to see that. You need to. Honestly, I'm gonna give you a list of anime movies. Even Mez needs to give you a list too, like so you can watch all this.
Like I don't fucking watch.
And actually become cultured.
I watch anime. I watch anime movies. And if in it, like I don't have any recommendations of anime movies. So what the fuck?
Just watch.
And I was like, fucking. I chose not to watch this. Like, what do you want from me? Like, I saw One Piece, and I chose not to watch that too. Like, am I a bad human being now? Like, I just didn't watch it. Like, I had the choice of choosing between One Piece and like watching like I don't know something on Nickelodeon or some shit. Yeah, I chose Nickelodeon.
It was like near like 9 p.m., sir.
Yeah, Nickelodeon still existed at 9 p.m.
Nickelodeon still exists. What you talking about?
That's what I just said. I mean, there's not like fucking Nickelodeon just literally like was canceled at 9 p.m. at night. There's still shows that played.
You could have just been watching those shows. I'm just saying, or movies. Honestly, I got you. You're gonna watch these. Just watch Studio Ghibli movies along with Akira, and you're going to thank me later.
Okay.
Okay.
Med, shut the fuck up.
Hey man, Mez is speaking some truth right now, dude. You gotta watch these movies. You're kind of being uncultured here.
I'm being uncultured. You're being uncultured. You two are being assholes. How about that?
Nah.
I'd rather be uncultured than be an asshole.
What? Dude, listen.
I'd rather be uncultured than be an asshole.
Dude, that's not even being an asshole. I feel like you're being an asshole, not giving.
No. Well, look at what fucking Meds is saying in the chat. What the fuck?
What did Meds say? What did
he said I was an actual bad person.
You said you're a bad person? I mean...
For not watching a fucking movie when I was 10 and I wanted to watch something else. My fault if the fucking trailer did not interest me. The fuck?
Dude,
I'm 10 years old. What the fuck do you want from me?
Yo, let's watch this.
I'm 10 years old, nigga. What do you want from me?
Dude, I was younger than 10 when I saw those movies.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Dude,
I saw the trailer for Dragon Ball Z and I'm like, there's motherfuckers yelling and their hair is changing colors and there's shit around them and they're making rocks fly. I thought that was cool. Not some like random bitch just walking around in the woods. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm just gonna keep it real, bro. My attention span as a 10-year-old is very small. I need fucking action. What do you want?
Need that? Oh my word, dude! I watched this when I was like a kid. Like, dude, OG Pokemon. They like always promoted that movie.
Bro, OG Pokemon. I didn't watch all of the Pokemon episodes. I
Did you
liked
at
the
least
anime.
watch freaking Pokemon Mewtwo? Did you watch that?
Oh yeah, I watched that because I watched the anime. So I watched the movie.
Yeah,
But these motherfucking animes or those anime movies didn't have like a cartoon with it.
yeah. Well,
So it's like
you need
I
to watch.
wasn't drawn into that shit.
My thing, you definitely need to watch all the Studio Ghibli movies and Akira.
All right.
Like, you need to do that ASAP. Kiss anime, easy. Just watch that, and you're golden.
Word.
There we go.
I'll think about it.
No, there's no thinking. There's doing.
I'll
There's
think about it.
No. You need to do this shit now. Disappointed right now.
You're disappointed? Oh no.
Disappointed right now. Oh man, look, we got a dislike. You know why, right? Because this man is being uncultured.
Nah, fucking it's Meds being a fucking weeb, like I said before.
Whoa, don't.
Meds being a weeb. Leave it alone.
Damn. Hey man, listen. Red is just a child, and just give us back that like. He's definitely gonna watch the movies, and then he's gonna apologize from that.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely watch a No, I'll definitely watch the movie.
Yeah, you definitely will.
The synopsis.
No, dude, the no. Synopsis? Did you say synopsis?
Yes.
Oh, word. Never heard anyone call synopsis synapses.
Don't worry about it. It's the synapses. My synapses, bro.
Look at what Med said about you.
Why are you adding me, ho? What did he say? Have for level expectations. Not disappointed. Yo, fuck you, Meds. You know I'm disappointed every time you bum ass can't make it to play pre-sequel, dog.
Oh man. So we got
I don't know.
synapses. Yeah, actually Meds is right about that.
Yeah, that's why I said synapses the last time.
Is it synapses or is it
It's synopsis? No, it's synopsis.
I know. I'm just making sure you know.
But synapses. I know what the synapses are. But I didn't say exactly synapses. I said synopsis. Synopsis. It was like that. I didn't say synapses. Like fully on. I was like synopsis.
Oh, we need to talk about Lion King. Completely forgot about that shit. So have you been seeing some of Lion King's, not new trailer, but new like footage?
I'm not checking for that movie.
I know you're not checking. Have you been seeing like that shit go around Twitter?
I know people are upset about it. I haven't seen it, but I know people are upset.
We gotta talk about it. We gotta actually talk about it because this shit looks bad. Like the way some of the footage got leaked of, of course, Simba seeing his father's death, and Scar's delivery line just felt way off. Just like super, super bad to me. I'm like, what am I like watching? And like some scenes that should be taking place at night are taking place during day and all this other stuff. And like the line's not really emoting. And it's like, I don't know if that was a decision by the studio or the director, but for me, this is not good. And it's just like, bro, just watch the original Lion King movie. And it just shows to me that Disney themselves, not Pixar, not Lucas. I got problems with Lucasfilm.
Disney
or Marvel. It's Disney themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is my biggest issue with them. Is it's like they don't know how to make like original content anymore. I feel. And
maybe they do, and
properties.
Maybe they do, but they're fucking lazy. Mm-hmm.
No, the only thing is like Frozen.
Yeah. They're like I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they are. Or maybe they're just fucking lazy. Maybe they're just like,
dude, we're getting a Little Mermaid movie. We're getting a Mulan movie. We got an Aladdin. We got a Jungle Book. Lion King. What next? Are we gonna get a Frozen remake?
Yo, Frozen remake sounds lit.
Oh my!
Wait, did it? Wait, is there a Frozen 2?
Yes, that's
Oh.
what I'm saying. Imagine they did a Frozen remake and 2 years later.
Yo, they have to remake it, bro. They fucked up originally. They gotta remake it.
How did they fuck
Even
up already?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh!
They're gonna make it with better CGI, dog.
More CGI?
Even better, dog.
They don't even need the actors. They just CGI everything.
Exactly. They don't even fucking change any of the lines of the story. They're just the CGI is better.
That's just disgusting.
Yo, get your tickets now, dog. Come on.
Yeah, this just shows to me like, what else can they remake? Like everything, honestly.
Everything. They have so much backlog, or not backlog, but they have such a big catalog.
Oh, the Hunchback. Actually, aren't they even? Yes, they're remaking Hunchback. Actually, what the frick? I just realized that.
All right. Yeah, they're probably
they're remaking everything, dude.
They're out of ideas.
What El Dorado? They're gonna remake El Dorado.
Bro, it's time for Disney to just stop making those goddamn
They
animated
had a
movies.
movie too.
Huh?
You didn't know that? The one of the Moses movie or some shit like that. Moses. Yeah. Like look, let me search it. I forgot what it's called. Moses Disney movie.
What the fuck? That exists?
The Prince of Egypt. That's what it was called. Egypt. I'm pretty sure it was by Disney. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out, is the Prince of Egypt a Disney movie? DreamWorks Animation. So yeah. Wait, no, DreamWorks. No, that's not a Disney movie. Damn. Was it? I don't know. I don't think it is. Never mind. Cut back the Prince of Egypt. Hercules. They're definitely gonna remake that.
That's free money, bro.
Free money is no.
Whether it's even good or bad doesn't matter. People are gonna go out and watch it.
I agree with that. It's because people are sheep.
Yeah.
But we gotta also talk about this because I did want to bring it to attention to the viewers and people watching. There was a situation with Disney that a father requested for his son to on his tombstone to have a picture of Spider-Man on it, and Disney denied the request because, and this is what they said, is because they don't want Spider-Man to be associated with death. And it's not because the father requested the actual his son before he died requested him to be have that Spider-Man thing on his tombstone to be buried with Spider-Man. And I'm like, wow, Disney are a bunch of assholes.
They really trying to protect the IP, dog.
And they're that bad. But
sorry.
I'm like, wow. I can't believe Disney would stoop that low.
They really care that much. They were like, yo, no, fuck that shit.
And it's like, I guess Disney does no wrong because a lot of people
they're siding with them?
talking. They're just not talking about it. Like the media is not really covering this. Only very few outlets covered it. And he felt like the father felt like he, what's the right word? Failed his son,
Oh.
And I'm like, wow, Disney not allowing.
Yo, fuck that. Put a fucking Spider-Man picture right on the tombstone.
Yeah, I'm just like, how could Disney do that? It's like, but everyone needs to realize Disney is a corporation. They hide this shit well. You know what I mean? Is they are smart and calculated. And in terms of business strategy, in terms of what to get what they want.
Mhm.
You know, they have a big hold of the movie industry as of now, after the purchase of 20th Century Fox, and now owning majority shares of Hulu and being part of the big streaming, service as well. It's insane how big they've become, and having amusement parks and cruises. It's insane. And people forget, oh, Disney does no wrong. They're family friendly. No, they're cold as they can come in
And
terms of
racist.
business suits. You know?
Yeah. And racist.
Yeah. So it's like, people need to realize that and wake up. It's like, Disney's not there to be your friend. They want to make money off of you.
Yeah, companies are companies, though.
Yeah. And just wanted to bring that to attention because a lot of people did not. And I also need to bring attention to another story that came out. And this is also regarding Disney slash, I think it's Pixar. Or no, was Coco made by Pixar? Let me look. Coco. DreamWorks or not DreamWorks? Pixar or Disney? Okay, it's by Pixar. So this story was inspired by a woman who lives in the Mexico, an older woman that lives in Mexico town, Mexico, and she got interviewed about her story and how she got by, and it was inspired Coco, and the city slash town looks very much like Coco, and guess what? You know how much Disney slash Pixar paid her?
I'm sorry.
I said, you want to know how much Disney slash Pixar paid the woman for the the story about
Of the movie?
yeah, because they took bits and pieces from her story, took parts of her story, and they recreated the town and everything. You know how much she got compensated?
I'm guessing a little bit because they like to keep their money.
$0.
It's beyond a little bit. Okay, what the fuck?
This is insane.
Ridiculous.
Disney slash Pixar is that like it's crazy. How is it like possible that you could do that? Supposedly it was true.
Yo, did they dupe this lady? How the fuck does that even happen? How do you
Supposedly.
pay nothing? Like that's ridiculous.
I'm hoping it's not true. But supposedly it is. Give me a sec. So I can pull this up. Trying to find the retweet because I didn't retweet it either. Give me a
Now I have to wait another hour. Fuck. I got sick over the fucking podcast. The fuck?
Yeah, dude.
Going on?
I've been noticing that. You got the sniffles and the mucus, probably mucus.
Ew. That word is fucking disgusting.
Am I wrong though?
That word is disgusting. I can't.
No, I was talking about you having mucus, my man.
I can't agree nor deny to what you're saying because of that word. It's so disgusting.
Okay.
It's like there's a couple of words that are just, or there's a few words that are just nasty. Like moist. Moist is a disgusting word. I never want to hear that word. It's not sexy. It's not even a good way to describe stuff. Just say that it's wet. Just don't say the M word.
So
No.
This is it. Wait 1 sec. I'm gonna post it in the chat as well as post it here. Give me a sec. See that? Read that red. So like Disney didn't comment, DreamWorks didn't comment saying the story wasn't true or not true. It's been going viral on Twitter and stuff like that. So
Oh, wow. The time from the week up and down. It's linked to the how they tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I don't even. I don't know. How do you get paid nothing? Did she just really not want anything? She was. I don't know. That's
From a
ridiculous.
sec, Lee. Let me see who this person. Already confirmed that this wasn't true. The first time this post made it around. He claims that their research for movies not specific to one person or family, meant to encompass the energy of us. It was like that's whole. That is correct. Another character's cohort based on real people. Okay, if that is true, then that's good. If the story isn't true, so I'm taking a wait and see approach. The director's saying it's not true, so I'm gonna take his word for it, unless
I
something
mean,
else comes up.
he better say it's not true. That shit look bad as fuck.
So I don't think it's true. So if it's my bad for bringing it up. So thought it was an interesting story to talk about. Anyways, so I guess
Got
we're gonna have
rumors.
to talk about one more topic and wrap it up. So this is regarding Game of Thrones. And there's a panel for, I think, a hall/panel for Game of Thrones, right? And there was a list of people that are going to be in it. Whoever plays was it Melisandre or Missandei, and Jorah Mormont, whoever plays Jorah Mormont, and the showrunners aren't going to be there, which is a big yikes, right?
The showrunners aren't going to be there.
The showrunners for Game of Thrones will not be there. That to me shows that they're scared about the reception that they're going to get at Comic-Con and the questions that will be asked for Comic-Con and the statements that will be made about the season finale. And they have not made a public appearance at all since like the premiere of the first episode or something like that.
The first episode. Yeah.
Like the first episode of that
that season. Yeah.
Or something like that. And to me, it's crazy. Like, I wish they did show up to basically say, hey, guys, we heard about how you guys felt about the season, and we apologize for what we did to the season, and, this was our bad, or something like that. Try to make a meaningful apology. If you're just going to not show up, you're kind of like proving fans, right? Like, you don't care that you made 2 bad seasons, and like you don't care. It just shows you like how bad of a writers you guys are, and you guys aren't like man enough to face the music. It's like you guys helped create this show. That was created in the books. Created by George. And to me, it just shows that these guys don't have a spine. And I just wished that we just got answers.
You're never going to get answers.
Like, what happened in the writing room?
You're not going to get answers. You're not going to get closure. People, they have a petition up for them redoing season 8. Like, they don't care.
Oh yeah, I mean that whole petition wasn't really like about redoing season 8. It was more of like
give it awareness or something.
It was more of like a statement being made, like that this show was bad and we're gonna sign it. This season was bad. We're gonna sign it. I signed it. I don't think that season will be remade. I don't think at all that will ever happen. Did I sign it anyways? Yeah. To be very vocal. Like, people were like, you shouldn't complain and this and that. And it's like, you're just being cool to say Game of Thrones final season is awful. Stop being crybabies, man. Crybaby. I'm like, listen, the show, like, the season was bad. It was awful. Like, really, really bad. Like, characters aren't acting like themselves. Like, there is no logic. There's barely any dialogue. And when you have the main character, and people could say, "Oh no, he's not really a main." No, he is the main character. He's a Song of Ice and Fire. So you guys can shut up about that. Jon Snow is the hero of the story. He's ice and fire, or you could just say he's ice along with Daenerys fire. Either way, I look at it both ways.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, because you haven't watched Game of Thrones.
Exactly. You keep saying it. I'm like, okay. Ice and fire.
Yeah. Ice is like, for like the Starks. Fire are the Targaryens.
So they're just opposing sides.
Yes and no. It's like ice, like the Starks live in the winter and like in the snow, and like the Targaryens have dragons.
Okay.
Dragons are associated with fire, so that's like about it. But yeah, and then like people like characters regressing and not really developing also was an issue. It's like, and then I don't know what happened with the long night or whatnot for episode 3, but that battle seems like, bro, it's like wearing like 10 pairs of sunglasses. You can't see anything.
The fuck?
It's like you gotta turn up your brightness on your TV to 100
to just watch the fight.
just to watch this war, this battle. I'm like, what is happening? And it's like I don't know, and it's just didn't make sense. And I blame the writers. I don't blame the director Miguel. Miguel's a talented director. He directed Hard Home, Battle of the Bastards. And I thought he like it would have looked better if the lighting was better. I don't know what happened. But then the other like final battle scene was pretty good too. But decisions creatively just didn't make sense. And Miguel was kind of restricted. He even said that. And oh yeah, Miguel was also supposed to be on the panel too, and he's also not there. And I don't think, for me, he shouldn't have opted out because it's not his fault. I don't blame. He's only the director of 2 episodes, and he doesn't have creative freedom. He has to do, what the story, says, and those are the showrunner's fault. They created those scenarios. That's on them. And like Bro was saying, but Red Hood, they don't care. They're on that Disney payroll now. And I'm like, yeah, they're on that Disney payroll. They're not going to give a shit. They're going to be making millions and millions of dollars, creating a new trilogy of Star Wars movies. And I'm going to say this, they're not going to do well at all for this new trilogy of Star Wars films that they're trying to make. And if this is not based on source material, and what I mean by that is like the EU, like Darth Revan or anything like that, man, the writing's going to be atrocious. But yeah, I think I'm done with that. But Red, what do you think about this, about the showrunners not showing up? You think that's a coward, them being cowards, them not caring, them not wanting to face the music?
Them not wanting to face the music. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. They're definitely, they don't want to hear they don't to be frank, they just don't want to hear the bullshit. They know exactly what they did. They just, or unless maybe they are just stupid and they don't know what the fuck they did. And or they think that what they created was good and they're just like egotistical or some shit like that. But like, no, they just don't want to deal with the bullshit, They know they're gonna get fucking hammered at Comic-Con, so they're not trying to deal with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I can't. I want to say I can't blame them, But it's like I can't blame them because they created that shit. So it's like, that's all them. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all their fault.
Yep. So this was a pretty short episode. I think this was gonna be it. So I do want to apologize for
World
some of
record.
the viewers. Right? Wait, say that again, Ron.
World record. The shortest episode.
Yeah, it's the shortest episode. One of the shortest episodes that have happened on the podcast. Do want to say this episode was supposed to happen 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's definitely going to happen always 8 p.m. Eastern time because the viewers asked it, and a couple of the panel members also asked for this to happen. The reason why it didn't happen because two reasons. One of our panel members got sick, and the other is like gone AWOL. Don't know where he is. Either could be sick too, or just like passed out, one or the other, or is just busy with family. So we just two-manned it. I thought we did a good job for what it was. But definitely check out the next episode. It definitely will be 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm hoping that we will do this, actually on time. We were just, waiting for, another member to come, but it just didn't happen. So I apologize to everyone for waiting, like Nev and other people. That's on us. So we had to hold it down for you guys, and do want to apologize about the story. I should have looked more into it for saying that, and shout out to Burrow for asking if that was actually legit. So I was digging for more. So with seeing the director saying it's false, the story is false. So disregard that as well. Always a man of my word. I will eat my crow, reporting the story if it's not true or whatnot. So do thank all the viewers that have come by, and we're going to do our outros. So first off, of course, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, and make sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't already. I will try to be posting more content, and I will definitely also be live streaming on Twitch tomorrow. So look forward to that, and will probably be Judgment. Know you guys are hyped about that. Follow my Twitch channel at RedHood420. It definitely will happen. And follow me on my Twitter at RedHood240. I will try to make more content regarding YouTube. I know an It Chapter 2 trailer will come out tomorrow, so you definitely will probably have my reaction to that on my YouTube channel. About SoundCloud, of course, I'm definitely going to try and have this up by Friday. I keep saying that. I know I'm terrible with this, but I will actually make it a thing where I'm going to actually be on top of this, because I definitely want us to grow on different platforms, of course. And follow me on Twitter at RedHood240. I'll be posting some things here and there. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. And Blessed Red, where can they find you at?
Blessed Red on YouTube and Blessed Red on Twitch.
All right, guys. Yep, keep going, Red.
Posted a new Siege video. I'm gonna post probably a Plague Tale playthrough again. Been playing through Bloodstain on Twitch. Great game. Probably game of the year. Well, not game. I won't say it's game of the year, but it's a really good game. And yeah.
Oh, I forgot to mention July 29th the 27th or 29th, Young Blood comes out. I did want to say that I will be live streaming that co-op wise with Meds, because I did get the game for a deal. Shout out to Unforgiven. I got that in control. So yeah, we'll be definitely live streaming that. So, and make sure to check out Red, of course, and show some love for Red for dealing with my bullshit. And you better tell Red this man needs to also, of course, Watch Akira
I'm not watching those goddamn
and
movies.
Studio Ghibli movies because this man is uncultured and he needs to be cultured.
Not watching those goddamn movies.
It's disgusting. This man needs to actually go to like a facility to watch these movies because hearing that he hasn't done that yet, it made me sick. I was like, how do you not watch Spirited Away and Akira? That's insane. But
Because I just didn't watch it, man.
hey, man, you're going to. But that is it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Shout out to Meds, shout out to Burrow, and shout out to the lurkers out here. You guys are dope. And Nev, too.
Awesome.
Nev would have been here throughout the chat, but of course we started late. But guys, this is the Overleveled podcast. Signing off.
All right, see you guys.